Hey guys, so I just came across an article that was posted a couple years ago about possible countries where it would be safe to live if we ever had to live through a World War III scenario. So we're just going to go through there. If you want to see the list for yourself or want to look back and just grab a few countries and check them out, it's listed on Indy100.com. So the first safe possible country in the world if World War III was to break out would be Ireland, but we'll get to that in a second. So the first little bit here, it says, in Donald Trump's tiff with Iran, North Korea's increasingly volatile actions in the region, and the ever-growing list of sanctions placed on Russia, the world is in a bit of a state. Some people believe World War III is nigh, and through the nature of the war, nuclear, economic, cyber warfare is unknown. Expectations are that it will be very, very bad indeed. In light of that, we've collected a list of 10 countries you should probably hightail to if or when World War III was to break out. I've based them on a global peace index in 2017 and a video which you can see below that resurfaced online about the past best countries in the world in a World War III situation. So, like I mentioned, the first one would be Ireland. It's pretty beautiful there. And lots of green land, and looks like it could be very peaceful, actually. But in spite of that, Ireland practices military neutrality and has been internationally neutral since the early 1930s. If World War III does break, it'll probably keep that neutrality. The second one would be Switzerland. Another rocky mountainside view. Beautiful. Switzerland has the oldest history of military neutrality, established during the Treaty of Paris in 1815. They have not participated in a foreign war since then. Its mountains are also fortified against foreign invasion, making it an ideal place to stow away in the event of a world war, which is true. Mountains would provide you cover in case of any blasts or flooding, I guess, depending on where you would be situated. Alright, the third one would be Slovenia. When it comes to self-sustainability, Slovenia is developing thermal, solar, and hydroelectric power sources, mean that if there is an international conflict, they'd need to rely on another country for energy. So that would be one downfall. Coupled with the fact that they are largely managed to stay out of both World War I and World War II, we can only assume they'll continue this isolationist behavior and steer clear of global conflicts. So once again, they're surrounded by mountains, which would give you that wall of protection. You know, they got some nice clear blue water, so it could be a good possible getaway, even for a vacation, maybe. Third was Fiji. An island in the South Pacific Ocean, Fiji is geographically an isolated and therefore a fairly safe place. It isn't landlocked, and the government has traditionally kept out of global conflicts. Looks pretty beautiful there. Yet again, another peaceful getaway. Denmark. Denmark is an outlier in this list, though it may get dragged into a war via their status in the North Atlantic Treaty Organization on the side of Europe. It has a trump card, Greenland. The region is non-politically unaligned and fairly remote. Looks like it's probably a heavy populated area as well. Another, tourist destination just to get away, maybe. Check it out, research it. Australia. Australia ranks 4th out of 163 countries on the Global Peace Index in 2017. If that isn't enough to entice you, note that the areas of conflict, militarization, and society and security, it's scored below 1.5 out of 5. So, by the sounds of it, they're pretty peaceful, but they're also ready to engage if necessary. So that could be a bad thing if you're looking to get out of war. So I don't know why Australia would even be on this list. Portugal, coming in 3rd on the Global Peace Index. Portugal has become, according to Politico, an oasis of stability. It's getting there. Far-right populism, which is sweeping across Europe, remains largely absent in the country, and they have kept out of most conflicts since World War II. Keep in mind that means most, not all. So there is also potential of war or being involved in war with Portugal, so maybe I would overlook that one as well. Making them stable internally and externally. New Zealand. Over the best things going for this country is its commitment to self-subsistence. Sorry. It gets over half of its electricity from hydroelectric power and has fertile land, making crop productions possible in the event that they cut off from the rest of the world. So you know what? Maybe New Zealand would be the #1 place to go. As well as remote location, New Zealand is a solid choice for a home in the event of a world war. I do agree with that. I very much agree with that. Aha, my country, Canada, #2. Canada is the 8th most peaceful country in the world according to the Global Peace Index in 2017. It scored a 1.1 out of 5 for domestic and international conflict, making it one of the least involved countries when it comes to war. I disagree with that last statement. We are involved. We've been involved. We're involved right now. They say we're only training, but I think there's a little more to it. On the global scale, we have had terrorist attacks here recently in 2017, as well as mass wildfires breaking out both 2016 and 17. So, as for conflict, it's a touch and go, but peaceful, yeah, we are very peaceful. Last but not least is Iceland. Iceland scored a 1 on the Global Peace Index, making it the most peaceful country in the world. Yes. I haven't yet to hear anything very bad about Iceland, so I'm going to say it would be one of the top priority places to go. So if you're thinking about up and leaving your country, do a little background on Iceland. In addition, the country is geographically far away from powers involved in high conflicts such as America, North Korea, Russia, and Iran. Yes, it's like on the other side of the map, so we don't even really have to worry about it. Would they ever get bombed by any of these countries? Probably not. So Iceland would also be a good place to, as it says right here, making it the best hiding place. So that would be the list of the 10 safest places in case of a global conflict, whether it's catastrophic or, well, you know what? All global conflicts to humanitarian could be catastrophic. So in case World War III ever breaks out, you go back to indie100.com and look up the list for yourself, pick and choose which ones you would prefer, do your research, and it's always good to have a plan B. No. So thanks for tuning in today. Please leave a comment down below with your thoughts or experiences on what you may feel or think on what's going on in your country regarding conflicts. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and remember to share. If you would like notifications on new videos, please subscribe and hit the little bell button down below. Sorry. Remember, guys and girls, knowledge is power, so be aware, stay safe, and until next time, take care.